why Son Heung-min is going to be one of the biggest signings in MLS history. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the huge news about South Korean captain Son Heung-min joining LAFC, what that means for MLS, LAFC, and for the Korean national team. If you are a big fan of Asian football, this is the channel that you need to be at going into the 2026 World Cup, because I love talking about Asian footy. So make sure to subscribe and smash a like button on this video if you are excited of Son Heung-min joining LAFC. It has been a crazy transfer window so far in MLS. We've seen the likes of Rodrigo De Paul join Inter Miami, Thomas Muller join the Vancouver Whitecaps, but this move is even bigger than all of those. In my opinion, this is the third biggest transfer in MLS history, behind David Beckham, behind Lionel Messi, and I think this is right up there with them. Son is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Asian footballers in history, being the first Asian footballer to lead a club to a European title, score a bucket loads of goals in the Premier League, win a Golden Boot in the Premier League. The name doesn't get bigger than this. And for all the LAFC fans that may or may not be watching, my goodness, you guys have pulled off an insane deal. I'll first start talking about what this move means for LAFC and MLS, and then move on to then talk about what this means for the South Korean national team. We recently saw LAFC cut their losses on Olivier Giroud, terminating his designated player contract, and in my opinion for LAFC, I have mad respect for that. I don't think Giroud was a bad signing for the club. I just don't think he fit the system. And LAFC recognized that issue and just decided, you know what, we're going to cut our losses and look at what the other options can be for the summer transfer window. And in my opinion, before a ball has even kicked, they have absolutely smashed it. They have signed Son Heung-min for a MLS and club record fee of 15 million euros. That is the biggest signing in the league's history and is one of the smartest transfer moves MLS could have ever made. It's up there with Messi. It's up there with David Beckham, because MLS, and more specifically LAFC, have just won themselves the whole entire Asian market. Son is not just recognized in South Korea, but all around Asia. Fans across the Asian globe absolutely adore this guy. And now the whole Asian market are all LAFC fans. LAFC will go down regardless if Son is a success or even a flop, which I don't think he will be. The club that all Asian football fans will be rooting for in MLS. The thing is too, I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, well, Cheyenne, you just talked about Giroud. He wasn't that successful. We've seen plenty of superstars come to this league and not be successful, this and that. As someone that is an Asian football connoisseur, that is always defending the Asian footballers, Son is not one of those over the hill, past it players that did it in Europe and is just coming here for a paycheck. He is still a top class player. And in my opinion, from the years of watching him play for Tottenham, Bayer Leverkusen, Hamburg, he is not the guy to just go to a league and slag off. There's a reason why he rejected the offers from the Saudi league. He's still an ambitious guy, because there's still a huge World Cup on the horizon for him with South Korea in 2026. And I think LAFC is probably the best fit for him. Dennis Bouanga is LAFC's best player and has been for the last couple of years. And Son Heung-min has a very similar playing style to Dennis Bouanga. Adding him to the equation where he can play all across the front line, left winger, striker, right winger, it adds a whole different dimension to this LAFC attack. He isn't one-dimensional like Giroud was, where you have to feed him the ball, you have to play the system through him. Son Heung-min is a versatile, flexible player that can adjust to the style that LAFC want to play. And it's going to be interesting to see where exactly is Son gonna play for LAFC across the attacking line. Because as I said, he can play left winger, striker, right winger, but Bouanga loves playing on that left wing. He can play striker as well, but how is Cherundolo gonna line up his team to get the best out of these attackers? You guys got to let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Because in my opinion, regardless on where he plays across the front line, he's gonna be successful. And I have a hunch it might actually be striker. But what this signing has done for LAFC is gonna be astronomical for years to come. There are so many Asian football fans in this West Coast area. And just like when Messi and Inter Miami travel to the various teams in the Eastern Conference, the same effect is gonna happen here with Son and LAFC. When they go play in San Jose, it's gonna be a sold out crowd. When they come play in Seattle, I will make sure to be there and it will for sure be a sold out crowd, because because everyone's gonna want to see Son Heung-min play with their own two eyes. The pull this man has is insane. And not only that, he is such a talented footballer, and I still think he has a few good years left in the tank. So I give credit where credit is due. LAFC, mad props to you all, because I think you guys absolutely have done an absolute madness to make this signing happen. And the final thing I'll close out on before we talk about what this means for the South Korean national team, for all of you that may doubt, will Son cut it or be an over-the-hill player in Major League Soccer? I've said this many times on my videos, but when it comes to Asian footballers, they are criminally underrated when they are playing at the highest levels in Europe. If Son Heung-min was South Korean or European, basically just not Asian, he would have gotten so much more praise than he actually receives. So I want to tell every LAFC fan, every MLS fan that may be watching this is not some over-the-hill player. This guy is the real deal. And my hope is when he starts playing in MLS, he gets the credit that he's always deserved. I do think Tottenham fans rate him very highly, but in a broader perspective, just from a general football fan sense, I never thought Son and many other Asian footballers got the credit that they deserve. So I'm super excited to have him in this league, because to have the greatest ever Asian footballer play in MLS, it's gonna do the league and LAFC absolute wonders. And he may not hit the ground right from the get-go, but trust me, when things click, he's gonna be a player that no defender is gonna want to go up against. Now, when it comes to the South Korean national team, as I said, the World Cup is less than a year away, and South Korea are in this interesting situation right now with their national team. Yes, they have a handful of great stars on the team, like Kim Min-jae, Lee-kang-in, and so on and so forth. But Son Heung-min has always been the guy for the national team. And if I was a South Korean fan, which I'm always an Asian football fan first, I do think this isn't the most ideal move he could have made, because him playing in Europe is obviously a lot higher level than him playing in MLS. So in that regard, yeah, that is a little bit of a detriment to the South Korean national team. But one positive I will say is this upcoming World Cup is gonna be in the US. So Son will have that familiarity of this time zone, this region, what to expect. And as the great captain that he is, he can hopefully help distill and share that knowledge to his fellow players when that time comes. And he gets to be the main star for LAFC. He will always be the first name on the team sheet. He will be the guy that they will always call upon in the big moments. So I don't think there's going to be like an insane drop off in his form. Obviously not playing at that high level in the Champions League, Europa League with Tottenham, but I still think he can be a main guy for South Korea. I think the most important thing for that national team is a player like Lee-kang-in needs to make a huge move in his career, because Son Heung-min is not always going to be there for South Korea. That's the reality of it. He's 33 years old. Other players on the national team need to step up, need to become the next Son Heung-mins for South Korea. He has paved that path for South Korean footballers. It's just up to them to grasp the opportunity. And I really hope players like Kim Min-jae and Lee-kang-in can make that next step in their careers, because they are very talented players. They're very good Asian footballers, and their backs will always be against the wall because they're Asian footballers. But they got to excel from the path that Ji-sung Park made for Son Heung-min, that Son Heung-min made for these players. So on face value, yeah, it does suck that your best player is going to MLS, but it could have been way worse. Like, he could have gone to the Saudi League, or in my case, one of our best and most talented players going to the UAE League. So yeah, boys and girls, my opinion only matters so much. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. As I said, if you're a big fan of Asian football, this is the channel that you need to be at, as I cover Asian World Cup qualification, Asian national teams, players specifically. So make sure to subscribe, smash the like button on today's video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this video next, where I talked about the big 5 Asian national teams' best World Cup runs, which includes South Korea at the 2002 World Cup. And click over here, as I post content weekly and you don't want to miss it. But boys and girls, I hope you'll have a lovely day.